find our strength in thee. Set us free, set us free. We are waiting, come and join the call. We are waiting, He will save us all. We are waiting, we are waiting, we are waiting for our Lord. Come now, long expected Jesus, born to set us free from our fears and sins. Release us, let us find our strength in thee. Oh, come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive
This part of Mary's story is when the young teenager goes to her older cousin who is also expecting a baby. Our souls are alive with thoughts of God. What a wonder! Their liberating works through the world has been harsh to us. God has shown us kindness, seen our worth, and called us to courage. Surely those who come after us will call us blessed. Even when our hearts weigh heavy with grief, still so does hope abide with us. Holy is the one who makes it so, from generation to generation. Love's mercy is freely handed out. None are beyond the borders of God's transforming compassion. The power of God is revealed among those who labor for justice. They humble the arrogant. They turn unjust thrones into dust. Their wisdom is revealed in the lives and truths of those on the margins. God is a feast for the hungry. God is the great redistributor of wealth and resources. God is the ceasing of excessive and destructive production that all the earth might rest. Through exiles and enslavement, famines and wars, white supremacy and climate crises, God is a companion in loss, a deliverer from evil, a lover whose touch restores. This is the promise they made to our ancestors, to us, to all the creatures and creations, now and yet coming. And in this promise we find our strength. Come, great healer, and be with us.
We recently purchased a new coffee pot at my house. If you're interested in such things, the brand is Aiden. It's a beautifully designed coffee pot with clean, modern lines and a lovely woodland green. My husband Brett and I were pretty excited to receive this in the mail and prep the machine for the next morning's brew. It arrived rather late in the day, nearly 10 p.m. Brett handed me the opaque thermal woodland green carafe for me to wash while he assembled the other components. I cleaned it well, looked inside. There was a line a max line. So I filled it full to the max line, thinking it must be there for a reason, and replaced it in the machine. Together, Brett and I agonized over how much coffee to be put in the filter. And then Brett filled the water reservoir to its max line. Oh, you see where this is going. We set the timer for our morning cups to be perfectly steaming at 6:30 a.m., which of course they were not. I woke up to Brett saying, well, the new coffee maker is a fail. There was coffee everywhere. And he said, I don't know where it came from because the pot was full. Right, because I had filled the carafe with water. There was nowhere for the coffee to go, but everywhere else. Yes. Have you been that pot? Have you? Yeah. I've been that pot. Yeah, I'm that pot right now. Right about now. Yeah. Full to the brim so that I can't take in anything else. Or I try to take in more and it ends in disaster. Not always disaster, but maybe irritability, exhaustion, stress, illness. We are in a society of too muchness, rooted in scarcity. Too much information, too much consumerism, too much news, too much divisiveness, too much to do, too much secondary trauma leading to compassion fatigue. The joy of liberation starts with us. How are we doing? I know that some of you are exhausted. Some too weary to even talk about why. And today is about joy. Not only joy, but the joy of liberation. Let me tell you why this is good news. Mary's liberation song can be a healing balm for you today, changing you from the inside out. The Magnificat is the song of Mary that erupted from her being after she showed up at her cousin Elizabeth's door, upon them receiving one another with pure joy. It is a song of liberation. Look at the image on the front of your bulletin. It's a print of a woodcut by artist Ben Wildflower. This is no Mary, meek and mild. This is a strong Mary, fist raised in protest, stamping out injustice, symbolized by her standing on a skull and a serpent. The words surrounding her are directly from her song in Luke. Cast down the mighty, lift the lowly, fill the hungry, and send the rich away. In Mary's day, people were stuck in cycles of poverty because of systems of oppression fueled by the greed of the wealthy. And of course, this is very much still true today. We need Mary's song because the corruption of the powerful continues. But why does it? Why is wealth hoarded at all? Why the tendency for some to gather too much? Too muchness is rooted in scarcity thinking. It's a paradox. Too much and not enough go hand in hand. The feeling of not enoughness leads to trying to fill the void with overscheduling, overconsuming, and hoarding of resources. The wealth hoarded by billionaires is a too muchness rooted not in abundance, but in scarcity. They keep too much for themselves out of fear. They don't see their own abundance. Their abundance is that they are beloved children of God. And I wager none of us here are billionaires, but even still, we may be hoarding resources out of a feeling of scarcity. I know I have. Our abundance is that we are beloved children of God. And that abundance has the power to transform the not enoughness we feel, the too muchness we experience. The version of the Magnificat that we heard this morning reads that God has shown us kindness, seen our worth, and called us to courage. Mary was called to courage. We are called to courage. In God's presence, in God's abundance, we will find strength. We try to do things on our own, in isolation or out of scarcity, out of a feeling of not enoughness. But we are more than enough. There is more than enough. God is more than enough. God gives us the courage and strength to do the good that is ours to do, to fight injustice, to love deeply, to nurture rebirth, to participate in transformation. And if we try to do it on our own, we will be exhausted. We will be that full pot. If we empty ourselves, release that need to try and do and be everything to everyone, we will open to receive. If we let go of what stands in the way of love, of all that distracts us from Christ in our midst, we will discern where the grace is. Mary rushed to Elizabeth's door. Where do we need to go? What must we do next? What is that courageous thing to which we are being called? Several of you in this congregation have sensed a call to participate in one parish, one prisoner. You have formed a team that is building a relationship with a beloved child of God who is incarcerated. You have been writing her letters and getting to know her prior to her release. You've made a 2-year commitment to that process that is rooted in mutual transformation. That takes some letting go, laying aside assumptions, making room in your life for deep soul work with the team, energy for letter writing and relationship building, keeping everything you do rooted in God's grace. Doing it not from your own strength, but in the abundance of God's Spirit. Because otherwise, you are just trying to brew coffee into a full pot. So let us sing with Mary. God's wisdom is revealed in the lives and truths of those on the margins. God is a feast for the hungry. God is the great redistributor of wealth and resources. God is the ceasing of excessive and destructive production, that all the earth might rest. I know that many of you are overwhelmed by the enormity of the world's grief. We are on empathy overload. Approach your grief with tenderness and care. Not just the world's grief, but your own and that of your loved ones too. Liberation starts with us. It's hard to accompany the oppressed when we're exhausted. We are called to collaborate with God to transform the world, but maybe take a nap first. Eat a nourishing meal fill a glass of water slowly and take in that moment as a blessing from God. So here's the thing about our new coffee maker mishap. By the time I got out of bed to survey the disaster, it was as if nothing had happened. The mess was all cleaned up, perfectly restored. Such is life with my meticulous spouse. Life is like that sometimes. We are at the edge of overwhelm or have even slipped under its surface, and then we realize we aren't alone. We have each other's backs. We have people we can call on when we need someone. And if you feel like that's not true for you, look around this room. This congregation is full of people you can call. The mess is not ours to sop up on your own. We are not alone. This is the joy of liberation.